Hag Purim Sameach, everyone. We are so happy that you are joining us. We're sad. We're a little bit sad that you're not here with us. Every Purim is unique, but this year, how much more so? It was 1 year ago that our last big gathering together was when? Was this Purim holiday. So 1 year later, we're not quite ready to come back together again in person. But I want to make sure you join in the songs. I want to make sure you make a lot of noise when we say a particular name. I want to make sure you're paying attention to the story this year with the cantor and myself, and with thanks to Michael Fishbein, who is live streaming this service. And you're going to see in this service that we have special treats for you. We have a group of special guests who have recorded songs. So our service, our Megillah reading, and our spiel will be all together this year. Making sure you pay attention, making sure you sing, making sure you make noise. We're going to send little spies into your house to make sure that you are participating. Let's kick off our Purim celebration with Chag Purim, the classic song of the holiday.
חג פורים, חג גדול ליהודים, מסכות, רעשנים, שירים וריקודים. הבה נרישה, הבה נרישה, הבה נרישה, ברעשנים. Purim day, it's a happy holiday. We make noise with our toys, sing and dance and play. Let's hear the groggers, let's hear the groggers, let's hear the groggers. When we say Amen, Chag Purim, Chag Gadol LaYehudim, מסכות, רעשנים, שירים וריקודים. הבה נרישה, הבה נרישה, הבה נרישה, ברעשנים.
Yes, and what would Purim be without that song about a wicked, wicked man?
There was a wicked, wicked man, and Haman was his name, sir. Haman hated all the Jews, though they were not to blame, sir. Oh, today we'll marry, Mary be. Oh, today we'll marry, Mary be. Oh, today we'll marry, Mary be. And Asham Hamantashen. And Esther was a lovely queen of King Achashverosh. When Haman said he'd get us all, oh my, he did so scare us. Oh, today we'd marry Mary B. Oh, today we'll marry Mary B. Oh, today we'll marry Mary B. And Asham Hamantashen. But Mordechai, her cousin bold, said, what a dreadful chutzpah! We must inform our mighty king and stop that evil Haman. Oh, today we'll marry Mary B. Oh, today we'll marry Mary B. Oh, today we'll marry Mary B. And Asham Hamantashen. Of all his cruel and unkind ways, our heroes did stop him. And don't forget, we owe him thanks for this jolly feast of Purim. Oh, today we'll marry Mary B. Oh, today we'll marry Mary B. Oh, today we'll marry Mary B. And Asham Hamantashen.
I think we're getting warmed up in this cold sanctuary with our spirit, if not with the temperature. And so now we're getting ready to read from the Megillah, from the scroll of Esther, from our beautiful antique scroll. And there are 3 blessings, very short, that we recite before that.
Baruch atah Adonai Elohim אשר קידשנו במצוותיו, וציוונו על מקרא מגילה.
Amen.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, שעשה ניסים לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה.
Amen.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה.
Amen.
ויהי בימי אחשוורוש, אחשוורוש המלך מהודו ועד כוש, 27 מדינה. בימים ההם כשבט המלך אחשוורוש על כיסא מלכותו אשר בשושן הבירה, בשנת 3 למלכו עשה משתה לכל שריו ועבדיו, חיל פרס ומדי הפרטמים ושרי מדינות לפניו.
We just heard the opening verses of the book of Esther, Megillat Esther, chanted so beautifully, and we heard about a king named Ahasuerus. He was a party animal. He just liked to throw big parties all over the place. And now, to kick off our Purim story in song, we're going to alternate between reading and song, reading and song. Michael Raskin is going to sing Purim to the tune of Truckin' by the Grateful Dead.
Purim, time to celebrate on Purim. There is no debate. Every year we're keeping it real with our Purim spiel. In Shushan, the capital of the empire of Persia, the people were governed by the law of inertia. King Ahasuerus was too busy with all his dancing. No time for politics or financing. Purim, it's a carnival on Purim. It's remarkable every year how good we feel putting on our Purim spiel. Being the queen ain't all that's cracked up to be. Vashti's had her fill of sitting up there on the throne. Time for the king to say goodbye to Vashti. She's out the door, ready to go on alone. Purim, world top upside down on Purim. You can be a clown. Every year we love to reveal our annual Purim spiel. Sometimes God's light is shining real bright. And other times it's like darkest night. But for all us is real light. We know somehow it'll be alright. Being a Jew in exile ain't always easy. Someone always trying to push you around. But someone yelling, flattened or queasy. With Mordecai, we were all glory bound. Purim, topsy-turvy time on Purim. It just ain't no crime. Every year it's such a deal to have our Purim spiel. Every good story needs to have a good villain to make the audience stop their feet and say boo. I guess you know that villain's name is Haman. He'll cause lots of conflict and lots of hullabaloo. Purim, it's second to none on Purim. It is so much fun. Every year we got great appeal to having our Purim spiel. The star of the show, you know, is Esther the Queen, chosen by the king because she's beautiful. In every way perfect, a perfect Jewish dream. Courageous, clever, faithful, and dutiful. Sometimes God's light is shining real bright. And other times it's like darkest night. But for all us Israelites, we know somehow it'll be alright. Purim, it's a day of joy on Purim. You don't gotta be coy. Every year we tell this tale ideal, putting on our Purim spiel.
What a beautiful song. And now we're going to continue with the reading of our story. You see, King Ahasuerus had a queen named Vashti. He wanted her to join in the party and to dance in front of all his friends. And we read in chapter 1, verse 10. On the 7th day, when the king was very merry with wine, he ordered the 7 eunuchs in attendance on King Ahasuerus to bring Queen Vashti before the king, wearing a royal crown, to display her beauty to the peoples and the officials, for she was a beautiful woman. But Queen Vashti refused to come at the king's command. The king was greatly incensed, and his fury burned within him. Well, let's get the perspective of Queen Vashti in a song. Lisa Klein, as Vashti, sings Beat It, as she is ready to skip out of the palace to the tune of Beat It by Michael Jackson.
Go tell the king I'm running around from here. Don't wanna see his face, I'm gonna disappear. I'm off to be a star, hope you make that clear. Gonna beat it, just beat it. I gotta run, I gotta find a new gig. Sign with an agent, buy new clothes and a wig. Go to auditions, I know I'll make it big. Just beat it, just beat it. Beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it. Don't want to have to retweet it. I can model and I can act. I sing and dance and that is a fact. Just beat it, gonna beat it, gonna beat it, gonna beat it. I'm out of here, gonna leave while I can. I can make it on my own, I don't need a man. The idols of millions, loved by every fan. Gonna beat it, just beat it. Living in the palace is just not for me. I'll do better on my own, I guarantee. The king's a misfit, gonna set myself free and beat it. Cause I want it so bad. Beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it. Don't want to have to retweet it. I can model and I can act. I can sing and dance and that's just a fact. Gonna beat it, gonna beat it. Woo! Beat it, gonna beat it, gonna beat it, gonna beat it, gonna beat it, just beat it.
You know what happened after Vashti beat it? In verse 16, the minister declared in the presence of the king and the ministers, Queen Vashti has committed an offense, not only against your majesty, but against all the officials and against all the peoples and all the provinces of King Ahasuerus. For the queen's behavior will make all wives despise their husbands, as they reflect that King Ahasuerus himself ordered Queen Vashti to be brought before him, but she refused. This very day, the ladies of Persia, who have heard of the queen's behavior, will cite it all to your majesty's officials, and there will be no end to all the provocations and scorn. Well, now we continue with the fact that the king needs to find a new queen. He interviews many, many people. And in the end, as we read, he is chosen amidst all the women. He chooses Esther. Esther was taken to King Ahasuerus in his royal palace in the 10th month, which is the month of Tevet, in the 7th year of his reign. Betty Rosenzweig is the young Esther, who now isn't so sure she wants to be queen. She sings, I Just Want to Have Fun, to the tune of Girls Just Want to Have Fun by Cyndi Lauper.
I don't want to have a big fight. One more day I says you gotta do what is right. Oh, cousin dear, you know you are second to none. Oh, but just wanna have a fun. Yeah, I just wanna have a fun. I just have my own point of view. One more day I said you have to be a good Jew. Oh, cousin dear, you know I love you a ton, but I just wanna have a fun. Yes, I want to have. That's all I really want. Some fun. When everything is said, oh, I just wanna have fun. I just wanna have fun. Oh, I just wanna have fun. Just wanna fun, have fun. That's all I really want. Some fun. When everything is said and done, oh, I just want to have fun. Oh, I just want to have fun. Except to fade it. I just wanna, have fun. I just wanna, you say, I just wanna, I just wanna have fun.
Esther is chosen to be the queen. She does accept, but she does not reveal that she is Jewish, as we read in the Megillah, chapter 2, verse 20. But Esther did not reveal her kindred or her people, as Mordecai instructed her. For Esther obeyed Mordecai's bidding, as she had done when she was under his tutelage. Well, Sasha Raskin, as the young Esther, sings Hineni, Here I Am, to the tune of Why Am I Here by Four Non-Blinds.
I just don't know what my life's about. I'm confused and I'm full of doubt. No hope and no explanation. I don't know what I'm supposed to be. Don't even know what's reality. Can't cope with the situation. And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed with so many thoughts running through my head, and I feel like I'm lost and I'm wandering. And so I wake up in the morning and I look at the sky and I take a deep breath and I don't know why, and I scream from the top of my lungs, why am I here? And I say, Hineni, yeah, Hineni, yeah. I say, Hineni, why am I here? And I say, Hineni, yeah, Hineni, yeah. I say, Hineni, why am I here? And I try all the time for some affirmation, and I pray, oh my God, do I pray every day for revelation. And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed with so many thoughts running through my head, and I feel like I'm lost and I'm wandering. And so I wake up in the morning and I look at the sky and I take a deep breath and then I don't know why, and I scream from the top of my lungs, why am I here? And I said, Hineni, yeah, Hineni. Nase hineni, hineni, I said hineni, why am I here? Nase hineni, hineni, I said hineni, why am I here? And I said hineni, hineni, I said hineni, why am I here? Ooh, ooh, ooh. I just don't know what my life's about. I'm confused and I'm full of doubt, no hope and no explanation.
We read in verses 17 and 18 that the king fell in love with Esther. The king loved Esther more than all the other women, and she won his grace and favor. So he set a royal crown on her head and made her queen instead of Vashti. The king gave a great banquet for all his officials and courtiers, called the Banquet of Esther. He proclaimed a remission of taxes for the provinces and distributed gifts as befits a king. Michael Scowden, singing as King Ahasuerus, gives us Be My Queen to Born to Run by Bruce Springsteen.
Every day I sweat it out as a king sitting upon my throne. Every night I sing and dance, but there's no fun when you're all alone. I need someone sitting by my side, and someone wise and strong to step up and be my bride. Whoa, Esther, this town isn't easy to rule. I get upset, and then I lose my cool, and I feel like I wanna scream. That's why, Esther, I need you to be my queen. Yes, I should be. Esther, you're the one I've been looking for. You have a heart that's brave and true. I know that you make the perfect queen. There's no one quite like you. Together we could land. Won't you join my band and please give me a hand? Oh, will you climb with me up to the heights? 'Cause Esther, I'm lonely and I've got the frights, and I don't want to make a scene. But I know what you shall need, Esther. We need you to be our queen. Oh, you're the one. Ha ha! There's so many drones, no one has half a brain. Whatever I say, they just agree while the kingdom goes down the drain. Here you are, you're so kind and smart. You are everything that I've always missed. You're like an angel, Esther, sent from above to give a plot a little twist. Ha! 1, 2, 3, 4. The kingdom's full of broken people looking for a little hope. It's like Shushan's got some rare disease and you're the antidote. Together, Esther, I know we can make it right. You'll be the light that shines against the dark. Oh, come on now and help me out. This is the time and the place where you really need to be, and you know what I mean. I'm asking you, please, Esther, won't you be my queen? I need you, honey, please, please, please. Esther, won't you be my queen? I'm begging you, please, please, please. Esther, won't you be my queen? Whoa, 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 whoa.
Well, get ready, folks, because chapter 3, verse 1 through 11, requires us to make some noise. We read, sometime afterward, King Ahasuerus promoted Haman, son of Hammedatha the Agagite. He advanced him and seated him higher than any of his fellow officials. All the king's courtiers in the palace gate knelt and bowed low to Haman, for such was the king's order concerning him. But Mordecai would not kneel or bow low. Then the king's courtiers who were in the palace gates said to Mordecai, why do you disobey the king's order? When they spoke to him day after day, and he would not listen to them, they went and told Haman in order to see whether Mordecai's resolve would prevail, for he had explained that he was a Jew. When Haman saw that Mordecai would not kneel or bow low to him, Haman was filled with rage. But he disdained to lay hands on Mordecai alone, having told who Mordecai's people were. So Haman plotted to do away with all the Jews, Mordecai's people, throughout the kingdom of Ahasuerus. In the first month, that is the month of Nisan, in the 12th year of King Ahasuerus, Pur, which means lots, were cast concerning Haman every day and every month until it fell on the 12th month, that is in the month of Adar. Haman then said famously to King Ahasuerus, there is a certain people scattered and dispersed among all the other peoples in all the provinces of your realm, whose laws are different from those of any other people, and who do not obey the king's laws. And it is not in your majesty's interest to tolerate them. If it please your majesty, let an edict be issued for their destruction. And I will pay 10,000 talents of silver to the stewards for deposit via Venmo in the royal treasury. Thereupon, the king removed his ring from his hand and gave it to Haman, son of Hammedatha the Agagite, the foe of the Jews. And the king said famously, the money and the people are yours to do with you as you see fit. Wow. We're going to have Beth Ziff, past president of the synagogue, no less, as H, as you know who, sing Haman's Back to the tune of Mac the Knife, Bobby Darin.
Oh, I'm a shark babe with sharp teeth, dear. And you know I like to bite. I'm real hungry for some power to satisfy my appetite. You know that king guy, Ahasuerus. I have got him on a leash. He entrusts me with the people. So in Shushan, there's no peace. Now here's the problem. The Jews, ews, when I say I'm a hoe, well, they better just bow down, eek! And even better, bow down real low. Or even better, just run and hide. Who's this Mordecai? Ho, ho! I have no use for, don't you know? I really hate him. Gonna take him way down. Oh, I'm just waiting for when the time is right, dear. And all those Jews will be run out of town. I got the king to let me govern, babe. Gonna rid this place of all those brats, those Jewish rats. Everyone will bow down, bow your allegiance, dear. And we'll all be wearing three-pointed hats. Now Ahasuerus, ho, ho, yeah, and Queen Esther, Mordecai, and all those Jews, oh, they'll bow down to Haman, 'cause I'm the fella who can't lose. Now Ahasuerus, ho, ho, yeah, and Queen Esther, Mordecai, and all those Jews, oh, they'll all bow down to Haman, 'cause I'm the fella who can't lose. Bye-bye, Jews. I can't lose. Look at all Haman's back. Woo! Happy Purim. Happy virtual Purim. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
For me, the central part, the most important key part of the Megillah is when Esther steps up and takes her life in her own hands. In chapter 4, we read this. When Mordecai was told what Esther had said, because at first she didn't want to get involved. Remember, nobody knew she was Jewish. Mordecai had this message delivered to Esther. Do not imagine that you of all the Jews will escape with your life by being in the king's palace. On the contrary, if you keep silent in this crisis, relief and deliverance will come to the Jews from another quarter, while you and your father's house will perish. And who knows, Esther, maybe you have attained to royal position for just such a crisis. Then Esther sent back a message to Mordecai. Go, assemble the Jews who live in Shushan and fast on my behalf. Do not eat or drink for 3 days, night or day. I and my maidens will observe the same fast. Then I shall go to the king, though it is contrary to the law, and if I am to perish, I will perish. How about that for stepping up? It's really rather remarkable. And we have a song about Esther. Jumping backwards for a minute, the soon-to-be crowned Queen Esther, singing by Elka Oliver, Fun, 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 to the tune of My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion.
I know that you need me to help you, to heal you, and you say that I am the one. I never imagined I'd be queen of Shushan, but I think it'd be lots of fun. Up, down, all over this town. Don't know why I'm here at all. But when I'm dancing again, then nothing else matters, and I know we'll have fun, fun, fun. Life can be tough sometimes, I know it, I've seen it, and to everything there's a reason. But when we're together, I lose my troubles, and that's a good enough reason. Up, down, all over this town, I don't know why I'm here at all. But when I'm dancing again, then nothing else matters, and I know we'll have fun, fun, fun. I'm here with nothing to fear, and I don't have to know why at all. At last, forgetting my past, I can be the new queen, and as queen I'll have fun, fun, fun.
Well, we're going to fast forward in this story to the famous banquet scene And from chapter 7, the story picks up. So the king and the prime minister, Haman, came to a feast with Queen Esther. On the second day, the king again asked Esther at the banquet, "What is your wish, Queen Esther? It shall be granted to you. And what is your request? Even to half the kingdom it shall be fulfilled." Queen Esther replied, "If your majesty will do me a favor, and if it pleases your majesty, let my life be granted me as my wish and my people as my request. For we have been sold, my people and I, to be destroyed, massacred, and exterminated. Had we only been sold as slaves, I would have kept silent. For the adversary is not worthy of the king's trouble." What's going to happen? We'll find out in a second. But first, we have Schuyler Oliver as a young Esther who tells the king she is Jewish in the big reveal, singing "Now You Know" to the tune of "How Far I'll Go" from
Moana.
Moana. Woo!
I've heard all about the evil scheming to get rid of all the Jews, and I really don't know why. I wish that I was only just dreaming, that I could just wake up screaming, and that I wouldn't have to cry. But I cannot hide and I cannot run, so you must decide, because I'm the one, and I can't forget who I really am, where I come from. Long ago, when God split the Red Sea, I was there. Now you know, and I will go. Cause long ago, when God spoke at Sinai, I was there. So now you know, and now I'll go into a shadow as a Jew tomorrow. If you kill all the Jews, I will perish. I'm Jewish, so I will perish. Is that what you now require? If you listen to Haman, I will perish. I am Jewish, so I will perish. Is that what you really desire? You can change your mind, you can make things right. You need to be blind, you can see the light if you're inclined to end this night. But first, your decree. Long ago, when we were slaves in Egypt, I was there, and I know it was so. When God forced the Pharaoh to submit, I was there. He let us go, and we became free, and I remained free. Long ago, when we learned to be holy, it calls me, and I know that I must go, and I must decide finally what's your decree. The status quo, or can I grow?
Chapter 7, verse 5. Thereupon King Ahasuerus demanded of Queen Esther, "Who is he? And where is he who dared to do this?" "The adversary and enemy," replied Esther, "is the evil Haman." And Haman cringed in terror before the king and the queen. The king in his fury left the wine feast for the palace garden, while Haman remained to plead with Queen Esther for his life, for he saw that the king had resolved to destroy him. When the king returned from the palace garden to the banquet room, Haman was lying on the couch where Esther reclined. "Does he mean," cried the king, "to ravish the queen in my own palace?" No sooner did these words leave the king's lips than Haman's face was covered up. Then Harbonah said, "What is more, there is a stake standing at Haman's 50 cubits high, which Haman made for Mordecai, the man whose words saved the king. Impale him on it," the king ordered. So they impaled Haman on the very stake which he had put up for Mordecai, and the king's fury abated. Wow. We're getting close to the end here, but we have to hear Peter Hayes as Mordecai singing to the king, assassinated, to the tune of "I Want to Be Sedated" by the Ramones.
I'm warning you that the king will be assassinated. If you don't hurry, then the king will be assassinated. Those hitmen have a plot, those hitmen have a plan. They're part of a conspiracy to kill the main man. You better put a stop to it, send them to Kazakhstan or it's whoa. I'm telling you that the king will be assassinated. If you don't stop him, then the king will be assassinated. Call all the king's forces and all the king's men and arrest those two before they kill again. You know these things happen every now and then, and it's whoa. Assassinated. Assassinated. I'm telling you, the king will be assassinated. If you don't hurry, then the king will be assassinated. Those hitmen have a plot, those hitmen have a plan. They're part of a conspiracy to kill the main man. You better put a stop to it, send them to Kazakhstan or it's whoa. I'm telling you that the king will be assassinated. If you don't stop him, then the king will be assassinated. Call all the king's horses and all the king's men and arrest those two before they kill again. You know these things happen every now and then, and it's whoa. Assassinated. 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 Assassinated.
And now, getting to the end of the story about commemorating this holiday, because the Jews were saved, as you know, and they wreaked vengeance on their enemies instead of being attacked themselves. And in gladness for their survival and their perseverance, we read in chapter 9, the second to the last chapter, that Mordecai recorded all these events. And he sent dispatches to all the Jews throughout the provinces of King Ahasuerus, near and far, charging them to observe the 14th and 15th days of Adar every year, the same days on which the Jews enjoyed relief from their foes and the same month which had been transformed for them from one of grief and mourning to one of festive joy. They were to observe them as days of feasting and merrymaking, and as an occasion of sending gifts one to another and presents to the poor. The Jews accordingly assumed as an obligation that which they had begun to practice and which Mordecai prescribed for them. Consequently, these days are recalled and observed in every generation by every family, every province, and every city. And these days of Purim shall never cease among the Jews, and the memory of them shall never perish among their descendants. We conclude with one final song about this holiday from Jordana Kozref, who closes out the spiel with Tomorrow to the tune of Tomorrow from Annie, and if you listen carefully, with some COVID references.
The sun will come out tomorrow, bet your bottom shekel that tomorrow there'll be sun. Life can be full of sorrow, but there's no reason we have to go. We can have fun. This Purim we'll stay home, alone in isolation. At least we have Zoom for a virtual celebration. Next year will be less bizarro. Are you in New York, LA, Chicago? Who can say? Tomorrow, we believe in tomorrow, because that's the Jewish way. And maybe we'll drink tomorrow, maybe we won't be so desperado. One of these days, no desperado. Tomorrow, bizarro, Chicago, things will be better someday. Tomorrow, we believe in tomorrow, because that's the Jewish way.
And now we close out our service with one more song. I can hear it. I can hear the entire congregation joining me in this, because it's become just a fun favorite song. Years ago, we did a spiel about the Beatles, and this song is called Hey Jews.
To come out and say that you're Jews. just because today there's snow. At least we know in August there should be warmer weather. Nine, 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 nine. Hey, Jews, this year was hard in the Zoom world and quarantine. But stay strong, our faith have led us so far, and it will help us to make it better. Hey, Jews, we have a lot. There's the Torah and of course Shabbat. The minute we let them into our hearts, then we will start to make the world better, 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 better. Lie, 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 lie. Nine, 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 hey, Jews. Nine, 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 hey, Jews. Nine, 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 Purim Sameach.
Hag Sameach, everybody. Happy holiday. Take care.